objects within Lumary. So we're going to have a look at services. On this page, we have list views for our different services, which is obviously going to be an easier way for you to find what you're looking for. If we say have a look at HCP, we can see all of the services that have been loaded in, and we can see our fixed costs here. So if we were going to be changing our care management rates, what we can do in here, so we have, this is our service, and then below the service we have the different rates that we would charge. So on our rates, we can click into HCP level 1. And if, for example, you're having a fee change at the beginning of April, we can actually come in here and amend this end date so that we are going to stop that rate on the 1st of April and then commence our new rate from the 2nd of April. This is something that, I suppose won't be done so often, but it's just to let you know where all of this sits and how it works within Lumary. Okay, sorry, any questions on any of that? Okay, great. Sorry, so a quick look at our okay. So for brokered in services, I did just want to show you what that would look like. So I believe that Alvin and Rohan still have to go through how to set up those brokered services in the system. But what we have done is we would recommend sorry, for brokered services, I'm actually going to go to Mary's goal and add in a plan service. Home care package, personal care. And so we do have this rate here, example brokered rate. Obviously we will update this after Rohan and Alvin have some discussions around how this is going to work. But where your brokered rates are usually probably going to differ against different suppliers and whatnot, we have this checkbox here for use a negotiated rate. And what this does is it means that you don't have to manage sort of hundreds of rates within the system based on different suppliers and whatnot for your brokered rates. So you can just choose to add in a negotiated rate here. And then again, we have our sort of schedule calculator just to sort of have an idea of how we're going to schedule in this brokered service. And then when we submit that other reason, submit that. And yeah, so that's how we would add in a brokered service under a negotiated rate for a client. When we schedule the job, I'll just show you this quickly. We also have this option, which we have configured for Ballycara, where you can charge the 10% brokerage fee. So I understand that sometimes you might decide not to do this, which is why we've actually got this checkbox here rather than it being an automation. So that's just something to keep in mind. Again, this is something that we will look into much more detail in the scheduler workshop, but this is where we can charge that 10% brokerage fee. If we were to charge the 10% brokerage fee, that would appear automatically as a separate secondary service delivery record. So you would have two service delivery records. You would have one for the main job, the main service, and then you would have a separate service delivery line for the 10% brokerage fee. And the same works for the client contribution amount as well. If the client was to contribute a certain amount, there would be 2 service delivery records that would be created, one for the client contribution amount and one for the main service. So I'll just cancel out of that. Okay, and now any questions on any of that before I